Bullseye! Your key energy isn't up for that. Your energy is empty. Who could stand against that?
Now press start. After you do that, press A. Those are health stuff. Press A again. Press start. Press start.
That one?
Press A. Okay, press A. So, an intellect is your power for your magic. Agility is your speed for how far you run away, how fast you go. Strength is also your melee damage whenever you're punching. So vitality is your health, strength is your punching power, intellect is your magic power, agility is how fast you move, and there's charisma and luck.
What doesn't kill you?
Boy, you get strong, boy. And then press A. And then you have close combat skills and range combat skills. So like these are your guns and these are your punches. You want to add a skill to one of them? You want to add skills to your guns?
What?
You want to add skills to your guns?
Yeah.
Press A. You can add this one. So you press B, X, and right trigger. So like a combo move, you'll do this. Watch.
B and what trigger? Which button is that?
Look, B, X, and right trigger.
Is this button?
just me.
What does wait? I want to check what this do.
Can't get that one. You have 0.
That's the one you have.
Yeah.
I want the Wii. Which button is that?
Press. You got it.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Don't mind that, do. That's the crowbar. I'm just gonna close this up. I'm gonna close this up. Someone said something. Daddy.
That's me.
Wow.
I said, what's up?
Why?
Because I want to.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Oh.
Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Frostbite.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. You've used up all your key energy. Bolted.
You can beat him. It's still cool.
It's not cool.
It's the green bar. Stop beating me.
Scragged another.
Oh, get away from me. Why was I in this one? Finally.
It's in your grasp.
Taylor says hi, Jaden. No, for real. Taylor said hi.
You're just saying it.
No, look at Taylor's name. Taylor said hello again, Jaden. See, it's Taylor.
That's you.
No, it's not. Look.
I don't even
one's our daddy. That one's Taylor. You see the difference? Yeah. You say hi to Taylor?
I want to do it again.
You gotta talk to her, man. She's watching you. You gotta talk to your viewers.
I like talking. What's this?
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Daddy, what is this?
Huh?
What is this? Oh,
Just a
this!
few moves left. Make them count.
You're not done. What am I supposed to do?
It's a rotation puzzle.
I
Oh yeah, those suck. Okay, so press B. Go back into it. Now. Okay, now you see the bottom one?
the yellow one.
Go down. Oh, you have 10 moves. Okay. So you want them to line up. Watch, Daddy will show you this one. Because these are kind of tricky. So you want this yellow to match with that yellow. So you see how it matches? Well, now you know. Well, no, that needs to be. Yeah. So this one needs to match with that one. So you come over here and you press RB. And see how it rotated and matched it? And then you got to match this one, the yellow and the white. So the white one's got to go here and the yellow one's got to go there. So you just press RB again.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. You don't have it in you right now.
Go buy the new weapon.
That'll come in handy. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
I'm the kid.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here.
He says
Nobody said it.
he wonders if your mama knows you are here. The right one says, I hope I told her, and the left one says, I don't think she cares. Whatever one you want. Do you hope that you told her, or do you just don't think she does?
Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing as powerful as a Muma's love. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder,
one says, "I don't
somehow
believe in magic,"
interlinked with
and that
this
one.
little tree
This
here
one says,
fueling
"I don't
its
believe in
source of
magic,"
life.
and the other one says, "No, no, potato people is better." You don't believe in magic?
Magic?
You don't
He
believe in
claims it's
magic?
just the force of life, the existence of energy, powering
you're
and
triggered?
connecting all things living,
Okay.
like the nono. The nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding. You've found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The nono's key energy is just what the pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life.
The right one. Yeah.
The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. It'll be the heart of the land. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Catch the no-no.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree. Now that you've seen the nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
The left one says that your mom only cares about Kung Fu. The left is on this side. The left one on this side says she only cares about Kung Fu, and the right one says I shouldn't make her worry. That one, yep.
No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the tree of life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
Either of them. The left one says, "What's the end of days?" And the right one says, "What's the World Eaters?"
Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the second coming, and our lineage. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Oh, you're the right.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Bro, they can't even see you because you laying down.
What?
So they can't even see you because you laying down. There you go, Pippin. I'll help you out here. Let me help you fix your stream a little bit. There you go. Look at that.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see.
How do you mark the map?
Oh, you
Let's
press X on
see.
the spot.
What?
You press X on the spot.
But not in the darkness place.
Well, you can press X anywhere.
I pressed X on the darkness place and that didn't work.
must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down.
What did it say? Oh, it's got my gun.
Taylor sent you stars.
Look, a survivor.
75
Glad to see
stars.
someone made it out alive.
Oh,
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
what does it say?
The left one says, "I'll leave you to your fate," and the right one says, "Let me help."
I want to help.
That's it.
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
What should I say?
The left one says, "Too much already," and the right one says, "I like the light."
I like the light.
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
You just get damn way. Bam!
You got a psychic point for your magic. Want to know how to use it? Okay. So you press start. Oh, well, after it's done.
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Out-of-Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Like evil stuff?
Out-of-Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side.
You mean like
He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. Out-of-Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
we got 2 places.
Yep. Alright, so
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
We have to go.
start real quick?
Can you?
No, you can't swim. You can't swim. Press start.
Oh. Am I done?
No, press start. It's the middle one.
Okay.
No. Start is this button right here. You press that. You go over here to this. Yep, that one. And then, yep. And then go left or LB. That was RB. Oh, that was B. Yep. LB. One more time. And go down right there. And those are your powers.
I choose. What's this?
So you have two. So that's your spark ball. And now you can add this one or this one.
What does this?
It shows you.
Dad, I give that. Oh. That is good.
And then you gotta, so press X, B, or A whenever you're holding the left trigger to use it. Which one do you want to use it for?
X.
Okay. There you go. You got it.
Okay.
Oh, well now you put it as B.
It is gone.
No, you put it as B. Here, I got you, bro. Help you fly through that. Here you go. Back to you.
It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
Guys that look like samurais are dragons.
What's it for?
The guys in the back.
I can't kill you. So I'm going for me.
What samurai do?
Yeah, but whenever I get killed,
Oh, now they're we're supposed to shoot them.
can you aim at this?
Not really. Kind of aim the cursor when you shoot, like shoot your gun. You see how you can aim a little bit? So they won't attack you whenever you join the tribe. You gotta get to the tribe. So it's okay.
Almost too easy. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
How do you get the parachute?
That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war.
Yep. Click the left one. It says, I want to speak to your seat. Just there, leave. The left one.
The Sifu's door is always open for newcomers, but he cautions you. They'll expect you to behave, or you'll have to face the consequences.
That's the leader.
Sibi? La panen aginkan man. Gerat na faro hutut mus. Tugay la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace.
My big headphones.
No. What's in the tank?
The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place.
Got you, bro. You sit back and relax, man. You stream.
He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu.
You hook up your headphones.
But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker
The left one
101
says,
has
"What is the
preceded
Great
you.
Wall?" And the right one says, "What's a vigilante?"
What's the gray wall?
That's that one.
It's better if you arrow.
Kera thinking hiram.
The wall that separates them from the other side? The wasteland you came from? He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself.
Kera thinking hiram.
There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples.
The left one says disciples, and the right one says my mom.
The white one. The one.
What para misa?
Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain.
What para misa?
Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life.
The left one says, no, I don't share the reason for your hope. And the right one says, I'll join you.
Is that one?
He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe. Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Follow Marati.
You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks.
Follow Marati.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help.
The
tree needs our help. Says you should take care.
My name? You can read? Tricked me this whole time.
I know it was you.
You're fresh out of key energy. Spiked. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred.
Whoa! Okay, that is not a good move. Not cool.
Middle-lifed.
I hate that move. That is the worst move. You can. I don't know. Look. How do I heal one?
Your reserves are tapped.
I only have that. That's all I have. No more stuff. Ooh! If he hit me, I will be down to that.
You're injured.
Try it. Say.
Am I in the same spot? Do I
I
have to
think you're
fight?
in the same spot, the same fight.
Because I hope so.
I think so. You got it. Practice makes perfect, my guy.
Because I want to start over on that. If I have to start over, I'm going to go on the other side right now. If I have to start over. Whoa. I did not.
You knocked my dragon off again?
It fell off.
It fall off.
I did not think that would happen. Did not know. Yes, I am in the same
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled.
Oh. I know that move. I know that move.
You're hurt bad. Bangarang.
Grandma Wendy said she loves
Oh, I want that weapon.
Ashes to ashes, dust to...
you. Yeah, Grandma Wendy said she loves you.
I know.
You love her too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll tell her. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'll let you focus.
Whenever I beat it, then I can let you know. Or I can explain.
You got it. Practice makes perfect, bro.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled.
Okay, give me from here. Okay, maybe you can. This is way too far. Okay, he's gonna walk that for what?
You're
Oh,
bruised.
he can hit from all the way from the speed. He's doing the same spot. I'm not. Okay, he's gonna one-on-one. Yeah, okay, that was a plenty of time. That was plenty of time. Which weapon's okay? That might be a bad idea.
You've got nothing left.
weapons that you don't know about yet?
Because I made.
You may have better guns. Is what I'm gonna look for.
Because I hope. Because if I have better guns, that's good.
Right. Then this fight won't be so bad.
Yeah. Because better guns take a lot more damage.
Do a lot more damage.
Yeah. Because the pistols, like the pistol comes out of them guns, those are better. Yeah.
Eventually, once we get you the radiation suit.
Then I have armor.
Well, that too. No, but you'll have. I'll take you to the radiation area. You'll be able to get one of the rare guns. I don't know if you have anything going on here.
Any kind of protection, you take it.
That's armor, right?
Flattering.
Man, you ain't got nothing.
I don't even got enough of it. I don't think I have good stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you.
Look how it didn't
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled.
Is that what you
Bzzz. You lack key energy for that. Bullets everywhere. You're on the ropes. Boom.
I hate you so bad.
Boom, boom.
Level up. Keep doing your stuff. Your quests. Good job. You'll get there. Practice, practice, practice.
This is the dark.
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see.
Well, not that close to being here. I
As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he's here to give you a helping hand. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored. He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? He says a feeling that you're going to drown is a great reminder of the need to learn how to swim. But you need practice, lots of practice. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down.
I've been looking
It's time to
forward
go.
it. That one says Kung Fu is easy, and that one says I lost track of time.
She's not unhappy with your progress, but you still have a lot
Think
to
Kung
prove.
Fu is easy?
You should know.
Okay.
Practice makes perfect. She'll see you at the village square.
You're done? Why are you done? You don't want to play no more? What's wrong? You want to play a different game or something?
I just want you to play a game with me.
Well, I'm not streaming right now, dude. I thought you was gonna stream.
No, I want you to play a game.
You've been doing it all by yourself. I just had to help you with the big guy because you haven't got new guns yet. Whatever you want. Well, talk to your streamers and you gotta tell them goodbye and everything. You gotta get the microphone. They can hear you over there now.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys.